A very good morning, dear students. The last chapter we read out was the Constitution, why and how. There is a need of Constitution for every country because without having rules and regulations, no country can make any development. And how the Constitution was framed, you have read out in the last chapter. The Constituent Assembly having 289 members, they assembled and they framed the constitution for India, in which they gave different rules and regulations about how to make the progress of the country and how to move forward. India is a vast country and having population of more than 1.3 billion people, and it is not easy to control the whole country. That is why the constitution gave the powers to the states also, by which every state or every provision or territory is controlling their areas, but they are also controlling and making laws under the Constitution of India. In the Constitution of India, there are certain other things other than legislature, executive, or judiciary. They are rights and duties. The current chapter, which we are going to read, is about the rights in the Indian Constitution. Dear students, without having right, no one will follow the rule and regulation. Just like I will give a simple example. At your home, there are rules and regulations for the younger ones and also for the elders, which the family head is making. Rules and regulations, how to follow everyone, but there are certain rights for every person in the family, just like you people. Whole day, today you are on mobile phone, having the right to use this phone. As a family head knows that the mobile is important to him or her, so he or she allows you to use this phone. This is your right. What are the rights in the Indian Constitution and why are they necessary? In this chapter, we will read about these rights. They are actually in the part third of the Constitution. The first one which we will talk is right to equality. Here, if you will see, a little bit description is here written about the right to equality. I will make it a little brief. In right to equality, there is equality before law. What does it mean, the equality before law? It means every person, whether he is a rich or a poor, the treatment is equal. The law is for both. The law is not only for the poor people or the deprived people. It is also for those who are controlling this, just like our PM, just like our President of India. The laws are for also for them. They will be equally treated like the other citizens in front of the Indian Constitution according to the right to equality. Even a common person has a right to become the Prime Minister. Another is protection. To protect against the unjust laws, everyone has a right to move to the court to make his protection. It is also for all. Right to equality also tells about the prohibition of some things. That is the discrimination. Discrimination on what basis? On the basis of religion. Whatever your religion is, you should not be discriminated on the basis of religion. Whether you are a Muslim, you are a Sikh, you are a Christian, you are a Hindu, whatever you are, the Constitution of India gives you right to follow that very religion. Whatever your gender is, you are a male, you are a female, you are other. Whatever your caste is, whatever your color is, it doesn't matter here. You have equal right. Another is equal opportunity. Equal opportunity means you also have a right to move for the public employment. You can also apply for the IAS, IPS. You can also hire the post of district commissioner, tahsildar. It is a basic right which the Indian Constitution gives you. Who are you doesn't matter here. Where from you come doesn't matter here. Which state you belong doesn't matter here. Whether you are a poor or a rich doesn't matter here. The Constitution categorically gives you the right that you have the right to curb the or to make the success in this way to have the public employment. Another is untouchability. Dear students, many time previously I have told you in the previous classes that in India there were lot of discrimination against the Dalits. Even the people were not bothered to go to those areas where the Dalits were living. But the Constitution of India gave the right to the Dalits also, that they are also the human beings and they are like us. So here in the right to equality, untouchability has been totally prohibited in India. Another right is a right to freedom. What type of a freedom? Freedom of speech and expression. Freedom of association and unions to make association, just like we are making the student union, we are making the students association, or just like the transport. Look at the transport, the truck unions is separate, their union is separate, auto union is separate. They have the right to make these unions and they are making their work according to the unions. Move freely wherever you want to move in the country. You are free to move. No one can ask you why you are moving, because it is your basic right which the Constitution of India have given you in the right of freedom. Also, you can settle in any part of India wherever you want your settlement, wherever you want. You feel that I am comfortable in this state, I want to live in this state or in this on this island, like as Damandio, Lakshadweep, whatever you like, you can live there. You can practice any profession. Here it means that whatever a business you want to take, you want to become a businessman, you want to become a trader, you want to become a teacher, you want to become a professor, you want to become an engineer, it is your basic right. Protection against arrest. What does it mean here, the protection against arrest? Actually, if anytime the police, the law and order will arrest you without having any guilty, you are not the guilty and you are arrested, you have the right to protect yourself. This is the basic right which the right of freedom gives you as a citizen of India. Dear students, another is right against exploitation. The first one in this is trafficking. What does trafficking mean? Simple words, it means kidnapping. It means the what I can say in a simple word that these incidents are happening in India mostly, the rape cases. They are kidnapping the girls, then they are doing these things which are totally prohibited in our constitution. Right against forced labor. If anyone has been forced to do the labor, he has the right to move to the court according to the right against exploitation. Employment of children. The children are being employed in the factories, industries, which is become very hazardous for their health. So the Constitution of India gives them the right that the children below 14 years should not be allowed to move to the factories or industries to do the labor. Right to the freedom of religion, as already discussed in the right to equality, where we talk about the discrimination on the basis of religion. Here is a separate right about the right to freedom of religion. Whatever your religion is, you are free to do its practice. Wherever you want to do the worship, you want to move to the Gurdwara, you want to move to the temple, you want to move to the church, it is your own will. No one can ask you, no one can force you to change your religion. You can also promote your religion by paying the tax and can do the promotion of your religion not publicly, not forcibly. Another is cultural and educational right. Nowadays, we are seeing that our culture is going far away from us. The basic problem is we have adopted the European culture. We are living in India. Our official language is Hindi, but we have to talk in English. We have to lecture in the English. And what happens to our culture, it doesn't matter here. But the Constitution of India says that you have the right to protect your culture. You have the right to protect your education rights. How can you protect? Protect your language first. Don't make another language. Don't, I can say in a simple words that don't leave your language from yourself. If you are speaking Punjabi, speak it. It is your right. And you can also make voice, you can raise voice against it. That it is my right, I can protect my language. I remember the last year we went to Ludhiana with the school teachers. The main theme was there about the language of the about the language, how to protect our language and culture. Earlier I told you that we have adopted the European culture now. We have forgotten about our culture, but it is our basic right that we have to protect it. Another is right to open educational institutes. Those who are in minorities here in India, they have right that they can open their own educational institutes. Like they can open the religious institutes also. It is the basic right which the Constitution has given them that you can open the institutes according to your will. If you want to safeguard your religion, As by opening the institutes, you can open. If you want to safeguard your culture by opening the institutes, you can open. But safeguard your language, but safeguard your culture. It is the basic right. And the last one is right to constitutional remedies. That is, if someone feels that his right has been denied, or anyone is forcing him to leave this right, he has the right to move to the court against it. Hope you will have understood. I will also send other videos related to this chapter, and also tomorrow, or day after tomorrow, I will send again another video regarding this chapter also, this chapter that is about the directive principles of state policy. Thanks. Have a nice day. Stay at home. Stay safe. Thanks a lot.